gonna go on a couple of... I don't know why I did that. Basically gonna repeat a lot of what we just did. I gotta turn in a quest here. The last of the 3. Let's see if they spawn anything new. Kind of curious whether doing all 3 gets anything else unlocked. The seeds have called you back to me, I see. I've caught wind of me erstwhile lady's triumph and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye? Bringing the pirates together with promises of treasure and glory. That's to blow it in, I know, aye? And from what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Blow it in and I go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and I, even more than that on occasion, if me memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merlewibb's already had it. Treasure and glory and all while it good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom. That's something the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others of me kind answer the call, aye? Then, and only then, can I be sure that me decision to part with the Yellow Jacket comrades was the right one. Okay, doesn't look like it unlocks anything new. So that is the last of those 3 wrapped up. We're gonna go back to... First we're gonna go through the doorway, then we're gonna go back to the statue, get the full message, then back to Ul'dah to get the information we need on unlocking it, on ciphering it. What was it, over here? Yeah, there it is. Full message. Ren. Low. Spee. Tell. Is. Correct. So Ren is fire, Flow is lightning, Spee is water, Tell is earth, is apostrophe S is ice, and Re is wind. Next step is back to Ul'dah. I need to get the proper organization. Already did this. It's the proper order. Lightning, fire. So flow, re, earth, tell, ice, flora tells, water, speak, and wind is last. So flora tells fire. Ren tells Spire, rather. Florin tells. Which is in the North Shroud. Exit to the islands. This is Sorentel's Spire, I believe. At long last, does the wheel turn anew? Are you the one for whom I have waited? Raise the 12. Master Winebot told me it might be years, even decades until one came. If someone came. But I swore an oath, so I couldn't... I don't understand. This is all so exciting. But you're not here for that. Or for me. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? This is Master Winebot's journal, and it belongs to you now. No, that's not true. It was always yours. You had to claim it is all. Keep it close, fellow explorer. This is only the beginning. Next is turn to Horizon. Since we have a quest marker, we're actually going to hold off on continuing that for the moment. Gridania is the one major city we haven't been back to since hitting 2.0. We're going to go to Gridania, unlock Garuda, and go from there. I'm not going to spend the time doing all the stages of Carpenter, Garuda Awakening, Gunbreaker. Okay, so we got a couple of quests in here in this section. I mean, they're not new unlocks, they're old, so just doing them. This is just a series of 5 riddles. I'll do more of it next week, but yeah, I just don't want to sit here and do a bunch of riddles. My brain's already a little on the fried side. Let's go into the seat of the first bow. What do you want? Shade, I've heard much of your deeds in recent days. You come to lend your strength to the primal investigation, yes? Your aid is most welcome. I shall proceed directly to the matter at hand. Though still unsubstantiated, ill rumors stir amongst the townspeople of late. Rumors of a shadow-clad knight who rides in the shroud. Under normal circumstances, I would pay such idle ghost stories little heed. This time, however, we have reason to suspect. But we have not to gain by rushing to judgment. I would have you go to the streets, Shade. Speak with the people and hear their words with your own ears. Okay. Let's forget. Tiny little X in the corner. That is to unlock Archer. The Ghost Knight. I saw him, clad from head to toe in armor that seemed forged from shadow itself, galloping through the shroud atop his hellsborn steed. Mark my words, the trees themselves were quivering in fear that night. I've not slept a wink since I returned. Who was that man in black? Random people in weird locations. Okay, yeah. 1, 2. Alright. I saw him clear as day. Or clear as night, you might say. With me own 2 eyes. More fearsome than the rider was his ghastly steed. I know not where you've traveled, but I can assure you, you've not seen more frightening beast. One thing I can tell you, friend, it was no spectre or shadow. Nay, he was as solid as you or me. Got another spot in here. Yeah, don't sneak up on me like that, friend. Forgive me, ever since espying a glimpse of that ghastly horseman, my heart won't stop racing. I knew the elementals would punish us sooner or later for daring to disobey their will. This is surely a sign of sinister happenings to come. Everybody is very spooked. Spooked. So, if there are any new quests in Gridania, they're going to be in Old Gridania. I will check that once we've wrapped up this and that. Yes, I saw the Black Knight, after which I promptly fled for my dear life. Should you end up in my position, you'd be wise to do the same. I have my pride, but I'm not fool enough to cast my life away. Besides, one look was enough to know. This is a manifestation of pure evil. Were he to turn that massive sword against Gridania, all our lances as one could not hope to stand in his way. So then, back to Lewin. Ah, Archon of the Scions, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed XIV has summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Caerthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The XIV have constructed an Aetheryte within Nadalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Caerthus. This Aetheryte will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. So next we go back to the Aetheryte. Jump from the Aetheryte to the Archers Guild one. This unlocks Odin, maybe? It's more into the first seat. Night-clad in shadow-forged armor, a mammoth sword and hell's-horn steed. It is clear now, our worst forebodings have proven most unfortunately prescient. Dark Divinity. Ghostly knight atop his baleful steed. It is as I feared. The rumors bear a most inauspicious resemblance to the references in ancient scripture describing Odin, the Dark Divinity. It is my suspicion that the Dark Horseman of Rumor is indeed Odin, and furthermore, that his malevolent presence is a primal. And yet, before the God's Quiver takes action, I would seek the counsel of one versed in the holy writings. Make for Quarry Mill and seek out Brother Oa Pezi. I would know what he knows. Be swift, Shade. If Odin has truly come to the shroud, time is not on our side. Next, I'm just gonna check if there are any quests in Old Gridania. That's just gonna involve going to the Archers Guild Aetherite and using it to jump into somewhere in Old Gridania. Care where. Then popping the map. So what do we have? We have Conjurer, One Knight in Omdupor, Botanist, Leatherworker, Lancer. So yes, we just have One Knight in Omdupor, which I believe is a dungeon unlock. Right past the Conjurer Trainer, right to the Guildmaster. It is well that you are here, Archon. Some burdens are too heavy to bear even for those so favored to abide. Know that you were chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. Speak to you in the name of the 3 Seed Seers. The eldest, Kane Senna, you will already know as the guardian of our fair land. 2 siblings has she. Is the younger of this pair, Arun Senna, who hears the voice of the elementals with greatest clarity, and what he has heard lately is troubling indeed. These dark stirrings we have traced to the lost city of Omdupor in the South Shroud. The city once throve in the fullness of magic during the 5th Astral Era, but it was sealed in the wake of its demise. Alas, the Twelveswood has been out of balance since the calamity. So riotous has its aspect become that the seal is severely weakened. When this happened, the forest surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder normally, but we do not live in normal times, Archon. The company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you assent, for the need is great. Go now to Seedseer Reo Osena at Camp Tranquil, and listen well to what she says of her brother's divination. So we've got something at Tranquil, something at Dark Divinity, or something at Quarry Mill. That's Saint Adama Ladama. Same location. Revenant's Toll. Oh, we never did do those. So I think it's time to make our trip up to Revenant's Toll. Which will probably involve a non-small amount of quest grabs. Yeah, as expected. The Outlandish Man. Do I know you? Unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Archon Shade himself. Amazing. And more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. What is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at St. Coinox Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to Untold Marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. There's a whole bunch of quests in here. Ah! Forgive me, friend. The most chilling encounter has my nerves on edge. I was traveling through the shroud when a man accosted me out of nowhere. His eyes darting wildly in fear, he spoke of a haunted mansion from which the tortured screams of young maidens could be heard day and night. Hawkett Manor, was it? Ah, Hawkett Manor. Yes, that's it. What's that? You purged the selfsame manse of its unholy inhabitants some time ago? It is curious indeed. The man recounted the events as if they had happened not days ago. Well, it put my heart at ease to know his tale was but a fancy born of a few too many flagons of mead. Poor soul had not the air of a drunk or a liar. Perhaps you know someone who could shed light on the matter? What else do you have? Keepsake. That requires me to do Omnipore Keep. That requires me to do the Wanderer's Balance. Normal, but good lord, man. Rock on shade by the onion. The very man I seek at Durstwhite's behest. How do I know the potbanger? Well, he trained to get in the Culinarians Guild. He's a place in Costa del Sol now. The Flying Shark. Not the sharpest knife in the block, is Durst the Deaf, but he's loyal. He's got a friend out there by the name of Vicekit, and he seems to be in need of your help. So you go look him up, eh? King of the Hall. Rock on shade by the onion. I was hoping you'd come by. Got a message from an old friend of mine. Needs your help for an important task, he says. It's highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'd recognize him. And he wrote, I'm not at liberty to divulge anymore. If you've a mind to take on the task, head over to Limsa and seek out a bloke named Denston. That's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. It's definitely pirates. By the onion, you're Archon. Couldn't have come at a better time. A friend of mine sent word that he needs a capable adventurer you see, and I naturally thought of you. Who's this friend, you ask? Why, none other than Commodore Raynor of the Yellow Jackets. He and I met back when I was first started as a culinarian. We've been friends ever since. And he wrote, I'd appreciate it if you paid him a visit and inquire as to what he needs doing. You'll find him in the Coral Tower with his Yellow Jackets. I've seen more and more visitors to this godforsaken place lately. Most of them battle-hardened types seeking a worthy test of their mettle. Trust that I might count you among them? Look, you didn't hear this from me, but word has it the Copperbill mines are looking not unlike the Atel in recent days. Stone torches would have us believe that they have matters under control, but a minor acquaintance of mine would beg to differ. He says the torches have proven far more adept at quelling rumors than hecatoncheres, if you catch my drift. Why do I betray this knowledge to you? I fear for my friend's life. And mine own as well, should those hulking monstrosities break free to the surface. If it's a challenge you seek, let's say you accidentally find your way to Copperbill and proffer your services. A whole bunch of hard mode dungeon unlocks here. Ah, minstrel. Reputation precedes you, Archon. In fact, it's for that reason that I'd like to introduce you to someone. That minstrel at the end of the bar wandered in here the other day, said he was seeking inspiration for a new ballad, sort only an adventurer of distinction could provide. Who better than the man who saved the world to give this minstrel the stories he seeks, eh? Humor the gentleman, I say. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. Ever shall primal desires burn. Swords shall vie to lay them low. A blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Must you wonder? These are the words of Archon Louis Soir. While not written as poetry, I found poetry within them nonetheless. Years ago, when I arrived in this land, I was beset with peril day and night, forced to endure countless trials which tested my mind, my body, and my faith. I am not ashamed to admit that I would have faltered had it not been for the help of a handful of nameless adventurers, honest men and women who proffered the hand of friendship to a weary soul and led him safe from the darkness. When I look upon you, I am reminded of them. I can tell you that you are well-traveled and possessed of both constancy and character. You are a man of the adventuring profession, yes? Seek a valiant hero whose deeds might serve as inspiration, and I have reason to believe I have found him. After all, was it not you who faced Gaius von Belsar and his Allagan weapons? You must tell me everything, everything that happened. Admit nary a single detail, I beg of you. Truly a tale worthy of legend. So eerily it matches the writings of Archon Louis Soir. Too short shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Thus man may entrust his fate unto but one. Black Wolf was a conqueror who aspired to rule through might. The weapon was key to his ambitions. Yet in the end, the people of Eorzea entrusted their fates to a brilliant blade, the Warrior of Light. Their fitting moniker, in my humble opinion. Thank you. At last I have found the inspiration I sought. Battle to decide the fate of the realm. The words, the notes, I feel them coming together. Your tale, Archon. Your song. Ne'er long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn from a distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. Blood for stone. Seek a circuit adventurer for a cause most just. Are you not Archon? Thought you had the right aspect. 'Twas you who played the thief in the night at the stone vigil. The dragons guard their keeping jealously, it said, yet you slipped unseen into the cloudy fortress. 'Twill not be their keep for much longer, however. The forces of Ishgard amass by the Sea of Clouds. Now, this is for your ears only, but the blockade is but a prelude to an attack. Lord Drillamont commands a siege, and he would have your counsel. I am but one of many who seek you at his behest. You must be a man of rare quality. The proud knights of Durandare are not accustomed to taking, let alone seeking, outside help. Ishgard's is the cradle air I breathed, and I yearn to see the stone vigil reclaimed from the Dravanian horde. Will you not go to Whitebrim Front and aid Lord Drillamont? So I think... Yep, so that's everything I can actually do. I'm gonna go get some gear out of, yeah, I'm almost maxed out on tombstones, so I'm gonna go buy some gear. We're gonna run an ad while I do that.